Capcom that going forward, they're not going to strip those elements out. They may put it into another field, and we're working on how that would work with all three of the major portals. But you are now allowed to put those virtual tours into the public remarks. You're also going to be able to put your virtual open houses and your virtual showing information in public remarks. And as I said, we're working with the portals to make sure that that's being communicated out there as well. Okay, there also are going to be new fields showing up, hopefully in the next couple of days, and we'll communicate that to you to actually give you the opportunity to put virtual open house links and virtual showing links into the system and have them distributed out to the membership. I think that is pretty close to in its entirety what I was looking to put out there, and I can see the little messages blinking, knowing that there are a ton of questions out there. So I don't know if it's Janessa or Jackie going to be asking you the questions, but I am ready, I think.
Okay. Well, I'll ask you since I am here. Okay, so we have someone who said, for coming soon, can we have a sign in front of the property?
Yes, you may. Marketing as defined in 7.9 can go on under coming soon.
Okay. And the next one is for coming soon. It says no showing, but the truth is the next thing you know, it is pending. Thus the listing agent showed and double-ended. How is coming soon really helping us cooperate in the sale of the home in the MLS when agents do this?
Yeah, get that question a lot. So underneath the coming soon status, you know, a lot of people are having this assumption that they're going to double end it anyways. You have exposure to it in a way that you never had exposure to it underneath the old coming soon pocket listing practice that was going on, which was just putting everything under waiver. Anytime there's marketing that's going on, they're not going to be able to have that property in a registered waive status. It must go into the MLS. It will be displayed to all of the membership, and you guys will have full offers of cooperation and compensation available to it. Recognize though that there are properties that sell without showings, and you may have a situation where something goes into coming soon and somebody writes an offer contingent on visual inspection, or writes an offer and buys sight unseen. It's not something that we haven't seen across our system, even though it may be an anomaly. We're aware that those situations are going to occur. That being said, if there is a complaint about a property that was incoming soon, that there's a suspicion that there was a showing going on, we will investigate that.
Awesome, thank you. Okay, and so I don't know if this is like this next question is kind of pushed towards one type of status or another, but it says agents who are active on Instagram and Facebook may be posting the stories, the 24-hour stories about what they're doing on any given day. If they are posting pictures, for example, staging a property, but not mentioning the address or location, is this considered marketing of the property, or is it only self-marketing?
No, it is considered marketing. Believe it or not, it is not all that difficult to take a photo of an outside of a property and delineate the address out of it. There is so much going on with photo recognition that we do consider any of those pictures to be marketing. So that being said as well, any pictures that they're showing to the general public basically are encouraging the general public to call them about this listing. And whether or not there's an address attached to it or not, it is marketing, and it is generating buzz to a certain extent about that property. And the best place for that to go at that point is, if you're going to be generating that type of buzz, is to putting it into coming soon.
Gotcha. We are streaming on YouTube. as well. So if we have questions there, I'll have to let you know. Ralphie just answered that is considered marketing. Do you have to add your DRE number to all social media posts?
Any first, yes. The simple question is, any first contact with a consumer or any consumer, based communication, you do have to include your DRE number.
Yes.
It's not affected by any of these policies, but that's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, that's the DRE. They do have like quick shots of those, so I can find those handouts and send it to our brokers. Are we allowed to have photographers go into our listings right now if the seller agrees? How does a virtual tour link help our listings if we cannot go in them or send a photographer?
Unfortunately, what we've been doing, not unfortunately, but CAR has a very extensive COVID-19 page that's going over all of this information. And recognize that some of this stuff is fairly fluid. I know that CAR is trying to work with the governor's office to relax some of what is considered essential and not essential. We are hearing reports of things that are bubbling up that we're leaving some people homeless because they've sold their house and can't close on a new house because of various reasons with title and whether or not the assessor's office is dealing with things the way that they should. So know that it is a fluid situation from that standpoint. And Janessa, if you guys, I know that we've sent it out. We also have a dedicated COVID-19 update page. Look for our email that came directly from CRMLS. There is a link to that, and we also link back to CAR's COVID website, and I'm sure Tigar has on their website all the information as well.
We have our own COVID-19 page on our website, and the email that you sent out, Desiree actually sent it out to all of our membership. So if you guys have any emails from us, it is in there with all of our stuff and CRMLS. Okay, next question. Define virtual open house. What's the difference between just clicking on a virtual tour that's already on the listing?
So virtual tours, think about the difference between a virtual tour and a virtual open house is that a virtual open house is time bound. You are physically walking somebody through a property. And with the shelter in place, it's a broker level decision, agent level decision on what their thought process is and walking through these properties. We're leaving it up to them. Hopefully, virtual tours will suffice by that standpoint. Whether or not Matterport can get into homes, properties, just those certain elements along those lines. But the open house, the virtual open house, the virtual showings are physically live guided tours of the property.
Awesome. Okay, next question is for pending status. Why can we not have the selling agent ID appear in the field to show while in escrow who the selling agent is?
Repeat that one.
Yeah, the wording is kind of weird. Why can we not have the selling agent ID appear in the field to show while in escrow who the selling agent is?
Show to the rest of the
I'm guessing the rest of the people on MLS. Or Manny, can you clarify that and we'll go back to it?
It's Manny's question.
Yes.
I typically don't answer Manny's questions.
Manny usually answers everyone else's questions.
I'm sure he has an answer to his own question.
Yeah. Oh, I think, okay, so MJ just said, let's see, basically they're asking why it goes active under contract, why it won't show the buyer's agent ID.
Why it doesn't show the buyer's agent ID? That was, that's, I don't know, David England, how long has that been in place? I don't know that it has ever been different from that standpoint. Primarily just from an active under contract standpoint, it has always been considered a confidential matter in between the listing broker and the buying broker.
Okay. Okay. The next question is, with this current stay-at-home rule, some agents are holding open houses. What responsibility and liability does this create for the broker?
So I'm just going to give you anecdotal things that are happening across the country. I haven't heard anything in Southern California. Up in San Jose, there have been cases where the police have walked into open houses and cited the brokers and the agents, and recognize that California is a little bit different, that in as much as a lot of the states have basically made it a civil fine, there's the threat by the governor's office to make this a criminal matter, punishable up to 6 months of jail time. So that's pretty significant across the board. And recognize as well, and I haven't gotten confirmation of this, so I hate spreading rumor, but I have from reliable people that some of the insurance companies now are coming back saying if there are lawsuits in regards to people that feel that they were infected during an event that was held by a brokerage or an agent, that the insurance companies will not cover against those events. So those are some serious things that you guys need to talk to your insurance companies about, because that could be a level of liability that you don't want to deal with.
Okay, what is CRMLS's position on placing properties on hold during the COVID crisis so that properties can't be shown until it is legal to do so?
I think the reason why we came up with the changes in the hold status is that we want to support the brokerages community's decisions along those lines. And you have to be sensitive to your sellers, and we don't want to disadvantage any of the sellers who choose to do that. They need to have the rights to do that.
I don't know if this is a question. Oh, yes, it is. Okay. My Facebook background has my DRE number and brokerage info within the photo. Is this enough to protect me when I post in the cases I forget? It's her profile photo.
I'm not a DRE investigator. So, the problem is that information always front and center when a post goes out? Can your post be shared that requires somebody to do a link back to your profile to see that information? I'll be honest with you, that'd be more of a question for the Department of Real Estate than it is for us.
Okay, but I would just, if I was anyone, I would just post it just in case. Keep it, copy and paste it in your notes if you need to. Better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah, it's better to be safe than sorry. And it doesn't really take away from, any of your posts if you always include that, down at the bottom of your post.
Yeah. Okay. And then under registered status, agents under the same brokerage can show homes. But when it goes coming soon, no agents in the same brokerage can show the home?
Correct.
At our Thursday morning breakfast meetings, agents will market a listing that they are getting in a few days. Is this a violation?
It is a marketing attempt, and I would tell you that by Friday morning, that property must be in coming soon or active.
And am I understanding correctly that our clients that we have set up searches for will have direct contact with the listing agent on those virtual open houses?
Um, Potentially, yes. And what our recommendation is to all of you who are going to be sending that information out is that you have a discussion with your clients to make sure that any virtual open house or any virtual showing that is done on a property, that they include you in that invite and that showing or open house.
Someone just typed something. I know it can be done because my matrix in Arizona does show it. I'm not sure what that's in reference to. For the next question, just to confirm, if a property is placed on hold, days on market does or does not freeze?
Days on market freezes. And I've heard some rumors that, within the CRMLS system, you put it on hold, it's on hold for 21 days. And once it comes out of hold, we add all of those days back on. They don't. It is a freeze. And for the period of time it's within the hold status, the days of market do not count, and they do not start counting again until you put it into an active status. Can I state one more thing? And my apologies for not bringing this up earlier, because it always gets a question gets asked to me. Can I take something into the multiple listing service in coming soon, and then go from coming soon to active, and then go back to coming soon? The board of directors has made a decision that there will not be a coming soon again. That once you have an active listing that is out of the coming soon platform, that is your one-time shot to be a coming soon. And the 21 days is the limit. If you need it to be in coming soon for 10 days, you can take it out of coming soon. You have full control over the listing input on that side, and you can put it into coming soon and take it out anytime prior to that 21 days.
Okay. This question says, these people can lose their licenses for doing this and getting caught by the police, correct? No records are allowed. I don't know exactly what that means. Maybe showing homes.
Yeah, that's going to be dependent upon what, the DRE does. That would be more of a DR losing your license. It's not something that CRMLS is going to have much to say about. The DRE probably needs to answer to that one.
Okay. Okay. Can we, as the agent, show homes during this crisis?
CAR's recommendation is that there be no open houses and no showings.
Yeah, we want you guys to stay safe. When a property is, I think we already answered this, but I'm just going to ask it anyway. When the property is in a coming soon status and they are caught marketing, is the rule 24 hours or 1 business day to enter it into the MLS?
So coming soon is in the MLS. Coming soon has offers of cooperation and compensation against it. So marketing is allowed under coming soon. It's registered, the registered status, letting us know the waiver, equate registered as the waiver. If you have a property under waiver in our registered status, then you cannot market against it. But if you do, you have 24 hours to get it into coming soon or active.
Okay. In registered status, within the office, is a client defined as one that signed a buyer broker agreement?
So that was the original proposal that was in front of the board of directors, and the board of directors changed that on Monday. And basically the rule set says that there is a signed agency agreement with that client. That's the new rule set.
And after 21 days in coming soon status and it goes active, can you put it directly on hold?
Yes, and that's one of the things that we're looking to see how it occurs in the system. And one of the things that our rules committee will probably be looking at closely over the first 3 months.
Can agents show vacant homes, and how can they deliver keys?
Once again, I'd refer you back to and I'm assuming that's during these shelter at home times. So once again, CAR in consultation with the governor's office has stated there should be no showings, no open houses on any properties within the state of California. And delivering keys, I've heard some recommendations that as long as you are adhering to the social distancing rules, there are ways of conducting some of these things. And I've heard stories of even of notaries standing outside windows watching people sign documents. So you know, people are trying to adhere to the social distancing at the same time that they're getting business done.
Okay, this one, I can't remember if we went over this one or not. Coming soon is creating quite the buzz with real estate professionals. Can a sign be put up under coming soon?
Yes, it may.
Okay. Someone said that they can put a combo box on the door and the rest of the keys in the home and give them the code, pick up the box later. That was a suggestion from someone.
Yeah, let me say one thing about the coming soon. In all of your advertising within the CRMLS coming soon platform, you must denote that the listing is coming soon. And there's going to be a rider placed on the coming soon status that basically states that there's not going to be showings available for this property. It'll go out to all of the third-party portals. Well, it'll go out on not the third-party portals, but all the information within the CRMLS system. So there will be a delineation, and all your marketing must include the fact that the property is coming soon.
Okay, and then this is the last question that I have. So if anyone else has questions, please throw it out there. If we know of showings in the coming soon status, how do we report it?
The same way that you would report anything that's on waiver that you know is not on waiver, but any property that they're doing marketing against that you would wonder whether or not a waiver had even been signed on it. There is a report a violation link within the matrix system, and you can report violations on properties that are not in the MLS. So you're going to have that capability, and there will be part of the drop down, you know, a reporting of marketing in violation of Rule 7.9.
All right, that's all the questions we have for here, unless someone just, someone said, thank you, Art. That's not a question, but we do thank you.
Yes, thank you, Art. We really appreciate you taking the time out of your very, very busy schedule and giving us this information and keeping us abreast of the changes at this very time. I just want to say there's a couple of things I heard questions about. Please, before you do anything that you have questions, please consult your attorney, your broker or manager, or go to CAR attorney. We're right now doing things that we've never had to do before. We're not considered a essential service. They've made that very clear, and that's something you can read on car.org. It's right on the front page. I believe you can also get it at our website, tigar.org. They're asking that we as realtors do everything virtual that we can do. So that's just my little tidbit of information. I want to make sure that I invite you back this next Thursday. We are not going to have a meeting. We were supposed to be doing Project Kids, but unfortunately, due to virus, we have had to cancel it. So the following Thursday, we will have a meeting, and we do have another exciting guest. We hope you'll put that on your calendar. I know we had glitches, but we're going to be working on those to try and make this work better. We appreciate everything that you do for us, and we're here to help you do anything that we can. Please have an awesome day. Stay safe, stay distant. We care. Oh, you have something, Janessa?
Oh, just kidding. Are you okay with us sharing these slides with our membership?
Absolutely. And And the last slide that I had on there was if there are any questions or feedback on the clear cooperation policy, we have an email dedicated to this, and we'll be getting answers to you as quickly as we possibly can. It's clearcooperation@crmls.org. clearcooperation@crmls.org. And we would love to hear from you, any concerns you have.
Okay, and then just to clarify, Project Kids was postponed. We don't know the new date yet. Again, we're waiting to see how things play out. I have another question on here that's just for Tigar wise. How can we get the recording, or where can we get it? We will be posting it on our Facebook. So be looking for that. And we're going to work on expanding our Zoom to where we can hold more than 100 people. So, if you guys have any suggestions or any speakers or trainings that you'd like to see, please let me know. We will have a training coming out soon, like a video training to talk about how to create like your own little virtual tour through iMovie and a couple of different apps that our tech crew is working on. But make sure that you're back here on April 9th for Aaron Norris.
Yes, he's an excellent speaker. You do not want to miss him. And Janessa, how about virtual MLS tours? Did you have anything on that?
Oh, yes. I forgot. Thank you for reminding me. If you have your own virtual MLS tour that you want to share with everyone, post it on our Facebook when we put the recording on there, or you can send it to me and I can post it for you. But that way we can share some things.
Okay, that's all we have for you today. Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you so much, Art. Thank you so much, Janessa.
Thank
See you
you.
next week or week after.
Bye.
Have a
Okay.
great, awesome day.